Hey, what's going on? So, if you look down there, if you look right here, see where my finger's pointing? Here, my oil cooler is leaking oil, probably because I didn't change the gaskets when I changed the oil cooler. So I just ordered some new gaskets. They are weird. I'm pretty sure I didn't take the old ones out. No, maybe I did. I think I did change the old ones. I think I did, because it took me a long time. So these are the gaskets. They're not even that deep, but I'm losing a lot of oil. The car only a few times gave me an alert that I have oil levels low, but I don't like to run without oil. Running without oil is like, it's like just saying that you're ready. You're basically gonna destroy the car. You're intentionally destroying the car running it without oil. Antifreeze, you can be forgiven regarding this engine, the 4.2. I've run it with low antifreeze, almost no antifreeze. The fans turned off, all kind of stuff, but not for an extended period of time. Can't run it without antifreeze for an extended period of time. The engine will shut off, it'll kill your battery, and you'll think that the whole car is messed up, but it's actually just out of antifreeze, or the car just overheated. A lot of people, I see some of the 3.2s, they have oil coolers that are more accessible. You just remove a stabilizer bar from under the bottom somewhere, and you can access it from the bottom. This one here, I had to take out the alternator. I had to take, well, this thing, you know, it goes right here, covers the radiator. You got to take out the radiator. There's some clips right here. There's a clip right here. You push this thing in. I don't know if you can see it pushed in. You push that in on both sides, then the radiator comes out. Of course, those are the radiator connectors right here. I took off the tensioner. The belt tensioner is right here. This thing, you gotta stick your where is my thing? Anyhow, this is not the thing that I used, but your regular 3/8 socket goes inside this little square. You turn it to remove the tension. Hopefully you got a long 3/8. I'm just illustrating. This isn't the proper. Anyhow, these two bolts right here holding your alternator. Your alternator also has two coolant lines in it. Where's the thing? I don't know where I put the thing, but there's a thing here. Oh, this holds the two coolant lines into the radiator. This is a Torx T27. Get your hand back there. I mean, you can't just twist it with your hand. You gotta loosen it up, and then I go in with this thing and get it done. Then I pry these off of the alternator. These should probably be changed. I'm not changing those. Hopefully that lasts. They stick inside here. This piece is inside here, like that, and it holds the two radiators in. Hold the two radiator hoses in. There's a hose right here that goes to the alternator on the front. There's another hose there that I'm not taking off. Where's the hose? It fell back here. Here it is. I got my oil pan catching all of that radiator fluid. So now let's see, let me try to get down there. The oil cooler itself is behind a bracket. This is a bracket that holds the alternator. It has some star bolts on it. You're gonna need some of these things here. Let's see here. You're gonna need a big one and another one, right? which I think one is an 18 and one is something else. I don't know what the other one is. But you need these stars. You need these. You gotta have these. You gotta have these torques. You gotta have stars. You gotta have some reverse torques if you want to take off something down there called thermostat. If you want to take off the thermostat, you need the reverse torques. Anyhow, I left in these things. I didn't take out a lot of stuff. I left in this pump. I left this pump in and I just worked around it. I left this in. I left in the mud flap thing, the fender mud guard thing. I mean, I would advise you to take it out just to gain some access if you got the whole day. I don't have the whole day to do this, so I'm doing what I can do. On an unrelated topic, when you want to change the starter, you got to do all of this also. But I would recommend you take all of this out, because the way how you're gonna have to stick your arm around these stuff, you should take these pumps out, take the hose off, just for access, just to make yourself comfortable. Okay, you gotta loosen up. You gotta take out this motor mount, and you gotta loosen up the other motor mount on the other side that's under the other airbox. And then you gotta crawl under the car, take out the wheel, crawl on the car. That's an unrelated topic. That's not related to what I'm doing right now. So I'm not gonna videotape the whole thing because I just had to change my glove. So that's why I came here. But as you can see, my oil cooler this is an aftermarket cheapo oil cooler. I don't know how much I paid for it. Probably paid. It's back here. The oil cooler is here. Can you see that? This is the oil cooler. This is the bracket that holds the alternator. Got to take off the bolts. The bracket comes off, and then you can take out the oil cooler's screws, and you get that whole thing out. And then it has its own. It connects to the engine via those gaskets. Hopefully, these are the right ones that they sold me. Engine oil cooler. It says it on it. And it gets its water. One of the hoses is connected to the oil cooler. The other hose goes into the alternator, comes out the other side of the alternator, and then goes back into the coolant header thingamabob right here. So it really doesn't cool a lot, in my opinion. It's kind of an unnecessary thing. I wish there was a bypass to just get rid of it, but whatever, you know, I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's that serious. I really don't think it's that serious. If you really wanted to cool your oil, you have a big old oil cooler somewhere around this area in the front of the car or whatever. You don't get that much airflow. You don't get hardly any airflow. Yes, the fan is blowing on it. The oil cooler is right here. Yes, you get some airflow back here, but not that much to say that you're really cooling the car. The A6s, the 3.2 engines, they have them on the bottom. Yeah, you're gonna get some air in those situations, but I'm just talking crap right now. Anyhow, I also took out this for the EGR, the exhaust gas. It's not really an EGR. This is an EGR valve. This is a check valve, but this whole thing is some kind of emission system that sends air from the blower that's under here. Now this is my bumper, so I took this out, took out the bumper thing so I could get to the fan, which right here, the blower. Yeah, took out the airbox. Did I mention that? Took out the airbox right here. Of course, there's no airbox right here right now, right? So I'm not saying things in sequential order, but that's what it is. Okay, thanks for listening.